Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for match day 22. Swansea City 2, Wrexham 1. Just got back from the Cosm. It was great to be at the Cosm, to be around everybody. BJ was there with me, and also Marie from SoCal. A couple of the other guys were down there too. Joe was there. Good to see everybody. Bono was there. Good to run everybody in the TLP crew. No McElhoney today, but Snoop Dogg was there as well. But we got to talk about the game. We got to talk about that game that we just watched, that I just drove an hour and a half back on the 405 to come back up here, which was fine, but had time to think about it, listen to Rextra time. I got to give Patty and Habs and John some credit. They didn't go two-footed in. I might go two-footed in at some point in this, because I just might lose my shit. Yeah, and fair play to Ken for that watch along, because it was a tough watch. It was a really tough watch, and for so many levels. And I can tell right now, we are moving in the wrong direction. It was a dreadful day for Wrexham. It was absolutely dreadful. All the buildup, all the talk, we're excited about it. We're going to go up. We're going to do that. It was It was awful. That was the worst I think we played. And I'm going to call out a few names here and there. One guy I'm not going to call out particularly, and Patty spoke very well. Spoke all about AO. It's AO. He was bound to make an error like that. Now, it was catastrophic at the end, and I'm not going to put this loss on him. But he did make a dreadful error. I mean, it was all over the pitch, just whatever. But shouldn't happen, but it happened. It shouldn't happen. There's Bono right there. Great to meet you today. Other than that, I have nothing positive to say. Well, Bono, fair play. Fair play. It's good to meet you too. Good to meet you in person, my friend. Also, it's great to meet a fantastic meeting. All right, we're going to dive into this. We got two interviews. We got one with Will Parkinson, and I haven't listened to it, and I can't wait to hear what he actually has to say. It might be more of the same shit, and I might have to just, grit and bear through it. Sorry, we're going live right now, and people are texting me. Grit and bear through it. But I'll tell you, we got to talk about it. But we have the one from George Dobson as well. We're going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about we're going to talk a little bit also about just why. And I know everyone wants to go into listen. We don't have our wing backs, and we don't have our starting wing backs. We're playing our backups, and I get that. Do something different. Do something different. Try something different. Because this is not, we are going backwards. I think what we've got 5 points in the last, I don't know what the stats were. Patty had it on the Rextra time, but 5 points in the last, 104 games. It doesn't really matter. But it is just bad. The tactics are bad. The team looks out of sync. I think our defense is okay, but our defense is okay, but you can't put that much pressure on Wrexham, and they will break you down, and mistakes will happen. Deflected goals will happen. I mean, at halftime, I was sitting with Marie, and I love her to death. And she's like, I said, no shots on goal, but we're up 1-0. And she's like, that's good. Be positive. I'm like, it's bad. We are trending in the wrong direction. I don't understand what we're doing at times. We look completely disjointed, completely discombobulated out there. And 3 points in the last 5 matches. Not good. Not good. We are going in the wrong direction. And I'm not writing the season off yet, because that would be stupid. And that would be get too high, get too low. But today shows me, I said, I thought we were going to draw the game. And as soon as we scored on a deflected cross, by the way, I was like, all right, went after him a little bit. We're the good team for the first 20 minutes. And then all of a sudden it was just like, what? We couldn't do anything. We couldn't. And it's not even like Swansea were that good. They weren't even that good. We just didn't have it. There is something going wrong. And I'm not just going to say, oh, it's just because we don't have our wing backs, so we can't attack. There's something else going wrong. We can't put passes together. We're just booting the ball. It is league. It's not even league. It's Bush League tactics. It's fucking Bush League tactics. And I'm not Parky out or anything like that, but the guy's got to look himself in the mirror. He simply just has to do it. I don't know what he has to do to change it, but he has to change something right now, because we are trending in the wrong direction. And everyone's going to talk about, oh, you're finding it hard in the championship. We knew that. I knew that. Everyone knew how hard it was going to be. Understandably so. But we have a better squad than this. We have better players in this. Or maybe, but they're not performing. Something is off. Something is off. I can't pinpoint it. And maybe we can go on a run and win 5 in a row. I don't know, but something is off. Anyways, thank you for coming in. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the Local Planet. On our way to 5,001. If you know, you know. We have to start being honest with ourselves and being honest. Like, okay, what is actually going wrong? Why are we not performing? We cannot. Our offense is brutal. There was no offense whatsoever. Sad day, but good to see you too, Marie from SoCal too. Great to see you. Matt White says, sadly, the midfield still can't figure out Aaron's triangle passing. It's not even trying. It's just we were out. We weren't even outplayed. It was just poor. How was the Cosm? Cosm's always great. Sadly, this is going to sound harsh too. The Cosm was great. The energy was low. They invited a ton of kids there today, so it was all like kids running around. So we couldn't really get into the game. They were just kids like running. It was like preschool. It was crazy out there. But Cosm is awesome. SMAG77. Hope you enjoyed the outing of Cosm. Wrexham needs to spend more money in January. Quality is just not there at the backups. Yes, I know, and everyone's going to have issues with the. Everyone's going to have issues with the backups and all everything like that. But you're a professional footballer, go out there. That I think that something is just disjointed. Too many kids at this time. Yeah, there's way too many kids this time at the Cosmo. All right, let's see what. Do you want to get to the stats real quick before we do it? I'll just do the stats. And then Parkinson. I almost don't even want to hear what he has to say. This is one of those days. I don't know why I'm trying to not go too fitted in. But I'll just get to the tactics. The stats real quick. And Marie, I hope you got home okay. 56% to 44. Total shots 22-5. 22-5. 22 shots to 5. And they weren't even that good. We found a way to lose, and they found a way to win. That's the difference. That is the difference. And there were errors all over the pitch. All over the pitch. Kiefer Moore, Josh Windass didn't have a sniff. Broadhead had an opportunity, cut inside. He's like, fuck it, I'm going to try to do it myself. We'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it myself. Anyways, 22 shots to 5, and those 5 shots were in the second half. We didn't have a shot in the first half. Not one shot in the first half. Not one shot. And we were winning from a deflected cross. We did not have one shot in the first half. None. Not one. Embarrassing. Big chances, we had none. Fouls committed 10-8. I'll tell you right now, we never get the rub of the green with the ref. Today, we actually did. Although the ref did stop twice for them when they went down the flop. They were definitely floppers. Not head injuries. And he stopped the play, which is insane. I don't know why he did it. That said, we did get the rub of the green. On the big screen, you can see toward the end, there was 2 things that should happen. One, Dobson should have got a second yellow card, and his passing is poor, by the way. Should have got a second yellow card. He tripped up the guy. And then 2, Maka on the big screen. You can see when he went over that guy, he put his boot in on the guy's head. He did. Go watch it back. He put his boot in on the guy's head. It was not good. But 10 fouls to 8. We had 7 corners, which is a lot for us. So they're 5. But 5 shots, 1 on target. It's just awful. Awful, awful, awful. Come on, Josh, let it go. Fuck that. Whatever. Harsh reality, but symptoms of progressing so quickly up the leagues. No, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. It's not. All these excuses. Look, everyone's looking for the other answer rather than the answer's right in front of them. The answer's right in front. There, we have the curse, and we also have the curse. It's happening, but it's also like our blessing. Simply lacking depth so far this season. Injuries have not done us any favors. Yes, and by the way, O'Brien goes down. O'Brien's going to be out. Did his shoulder. I'm still hoping we can turn it around in January. I hope we turn it around too. Trust me. I hope we turn this around too. By the way, I'm watching the prelims for the Jake Paul Anthony Joshua fight, which I'll watch later. There's two ladies that they're beating the crap out of each other, bloody as hell. Wow. Oh my God. I hope we turn it around too. Sorry, totally got distracted here. $30 a month, and it's like I don't exist. What does that mean? What are you talking about? Okay, Wayne, you're always here. What's up, dude? I got you. Daddy's arm lost the game. I don't know what that means. Anyways, I try to read all of them here too. Poor play by McLean. We need a serious overhaul. A lot of players have to go. They do. 55 minutes to get there, an hour and a half to get home. Yes. The speed of promotion is finally catching up. Sorry, I just want to go back to Wayne. Did I miss something? Sorry, did I miss a comment? I will get to them for sure. I apologize for that. You're right, Josh. McLean did leave a cheeky one on that player. He did. Thomason was horrible. Any update on O'Brien? Nothing. I have nothing on there, but I'm not yet. But I'm going to go and I'm going to check out the interview now.
Tonight at the Swansea.com Stadium. Your thoughts after that one? It's a very tough way to lose a game. Really, both the goals. It's tough to legislate for those. The first one's a weakly hit shot, double deflection, and back of the net. Obviously, the second one. It was a mistake from Arthur, but let's get it out there straight away. Arthur's been outstanding for us, not just this season, in previous seasons. He's been brilliant. He's been absolute colossus, and it's a high-profile game to make a mistake in, but he'll get every bit of support from everybody at the club, and then he'll be ready to go again in Boxing Day.
Yeah, I'm not going to go in on Arthur. He was due for a mistake, and granted, it was a bad mistake. And I think John had said earlier that on the other show, on the Wrexham time, that like you want to be better. I'm not going to go in on Arthur. It was a bad mistake. He knows it's a bad mistake. All right, he doesn't need it on. He doesn't need to pile on. Definitely doesn't. It was sloppy. It was poor. He needs to be stronger. He needs to be better. And you could see it again. I think Patty said it on the Wrexham time. You can see it on Dobson's face. Dobson, what happened is like, oh God, here we go. It shouldn't happen, but AO has saved us more matches than he hasn't than we've lost. So I'm not going to go in on the kid. He's due a mistake, and fair play. It was bad. It was really bad, but I'm not going to go in on him. And he will get the support from me tonight because there's no reason going two-footed on him tonight as well.
Is there maybe an added frustration? I'm sure some of the headlines will go towards Arthur. Obviously, you started the game well, you've scored the first goal, and then ultimately you've just not been able to capitalise in that second half on that advantage. Yeah, I think, first half we started well. The goal was a great move from us. Did we have enough of that quality and calmness in possession over the 90 minutes? No, but did they gave the ball away cheaply at times as well in the kind of atmosphere of the night. But we needed to get control more in more periods of the game.
They weren't. I would say they weren't that much. They weren't better than us. They just found a way to win the game. And again, we found a way to lose the game. But just sitting back and absorbing the pressure, that is not good. We are sitting deep. And I don't know. Wayne said earlier, like found a way. The Army lost. I don't know what that means. I'd love to drill down on that. But yeah, they found a way to win the match, and we found a way to lose it. And we are doing this over and over and over again. We are not getting better. We are progressing worse. And I will flat out say, I know we won. We went unbeaten with 9. Okay, but we have nothing to show for it. We literally have nothing to show for it. Please, we have nothing to show for it. All the goals in the game were horrific. Neither side deserved a win. You're right on that too. It's a TV show. What? Oh, okay. I don't know it, Wayne. Is it $30 a month? I don't know. But it's a TV show. Okay. Someone put it in the chat too. I want to know what that means. Thanks, Wayne. It was 2 poor mid-table teams that on that showing. Can I just flat out say, John, I don't disagree with you, but I think we are a better team that we're showing. I really think we're a better team that we're showing. And that means nothing because the table doesn't lie. It means absolutely nothing. And I'll sound like a dumb American doing that. It's an old British show. Okay, I'm going to look that up. Thanks, Wayne. Be interested to find out why Rob was not there. Snoop showed up at halftime. Yes, Snoop did show up at halftime. Well, I mean, I don't know why Rob wasn't there, but who else wasn't there? The fucking team wasn't there, Marie. The team wasn't there today. What's up, Ruth? How you doing? We need some young players with speed, new left wing back and right wing back, center defensive midfielder, and another striker in a cam. Yeah, and again, I don't want to go. It's hard to not go in on Kiefer Moore. And Windass was pissed when he came off today, but he had no service. There is something happening. We score, we sit back, and it's like there is something happening. I don't know if they're being told to do this or not, but there is something not clicking. I don't think he's lost the dressing room. I don't think anything like that. But I'm getting frustrated with how we're going about this season. We are shooting ourselves in the foot over and over and over again. Exactly, Smag. Exactly, Smag, says Wayne. Not studying O'Brien was idiotic. Evan Ferguson, that's been going out there too. Can we get him from Roma? I don't know, or wherever he's at right now. I think he's at Roma. See what else Parkinson has to say here. Sorry, I'm frustrated. I really am frustrated. I'm doing the best I can with all of you. It's a tough watch, you know. And it's a tough watch. It's a tough to go and just underperform, you know, over and over and over.
Connected, you know, we had some good periods, but there probably wasn't enough to go and really take the game away from them. However, you know, in that second period was loads of chances from Swansea. They don't have to make any, you know, incredible saves, no. And you know, I felt comfortable and we made the subs and to go and try and get that second goal, but two kind of goals which are difficult to legislate for cost us the game.
So I don't think his subs went to go. His subs that came on today, he did big subs. The subs that he brought on, the two subs that he came on, was it Matty James he came on, and who else came on there too? Those two subs didn't change the game at all. It is a like for like. He didn't change the tactics. He didn't do anything. He didn't go for it. He didn't do anything different. And that's where I have to criticize him. I have to. We just have to. He didn't go for it. We didn't do anything different. In fact, we got progressively worse because we gave up goals. We started soaking up pressure. Max was pushing forward, you know, okay, fine. But nothing he did with the changes changed the game. Rathbone, maybe a little bit, maybe, but you can't do it on your own. Also, when Broadhead came on, he can't do it on his own. He cannot go out there and try to go through eight guys and go. Also, I think John said it on Wrexham time. I'm stealing all your shit, guys. I was listening on the way home. You can't go and do it by yourself. You can't. I mean, it's not. There's an 11 out there. You also cannot go from soaking up pressure, right, to all of a sudden, hey, let's play football again. Let's go out and be offensive. It doesn't work that way. You can't flip that switch. There is no balance. There is no balance to this team. And I refuse to admit that it's just like, oh, because the wingers are shit. Because their wingers are back. Because we're not using it. Try something different. Try it. Fucking try something different. Smith sub was so late, didn't have a chance. He swapped Haim for Smith. How's that nothing different? Hip Karma, it was in the 92nd minute he brought him on. In the 92nd minute. When we were already behind. I correct me if I'm wrong, Hip. I could be earlier than that. He brought Smith on in the 90, I think it was the 91st or the 92nd minute. It's so late. But, you know, I'm just putting it out there. And it's a good shout, Marie. How are you? Sorry, Hip Karma. It just doesn't give us a chance. That's what I'm trying to say. But you know, it's very difficult. And maybe we're all a little frustrated. Definitely me too. We should have been on the front foot from the start. We did start out pretty good. Let's see what Parkinson has to say here too.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of disappointment in our dressing room tonight. Just how do you bounce back? Obviously, with the game of Boxing Day. Yeah, listen, we've lost games before. We've lost time.
By the way, he knows, and I do have confidence he will do something. I think this is. Did it have to get worse before it gets better? Maybe. I'm very confident that he will do something. I think we'll see the biggest change right now. I feel very, very confident that something will change. I don't know what it is, but he knows. You can tell by his mannerisms here.
Profile games, and we've responded as a group. We're resilient, and we'll come out with a response over the Christmas period. And that's what you can do. Obviously, it hurts with the Welsh derby and everything about tonight. But we just got to take it on the chin, move together as a group, and come up with a response on Boxing Day.
Yep. That's the other frustration too. This was built up as the Welsh derby, right, or the North-South derby in Wales, whatever you want to call it, or whatever we call it the other day. I think it's a Welsh derby, and we just didn't perform. That's the hard part. We didn't perform. You know, the build-up was there. I never predicted a loss. I predicted a draw. But we just did not perform. I wish we did. I wish we smacked them. I really did. It just, for some reason, it's just not clicking. And I think that him and Parkin will sit down together and figure something out. I would almost think there might be he might make a formation change. He might do something. I think we'll go into the market in January. I had some conversations today. So I don't have anything concrete, but you know, we'll see.
That's bringing us up right off towards the end of that second half. Is there any sort of early update you can give us on this condition? I mean, first of all, I thought it was a bad tackle. I thought it was must have been very close to a red card.
I missed the tackle because there was a lot going. There were kids running around. Hip karma. Sorry, hip karma. Bereave. There were kids literally running around. It was like preschool.
A dangerous tackle. So Lewis has damaged his knee, but he's also dislocated his shoulder, and that's a real blow for him.
I know you touched on Arthur and how much of a key role he has played in regards to the Wrexham, the story of the last couple of seasons, this season in terms of his form. How key is it that everyone pulls together and gets around him because he has been in such great form?
Yeah, listen, we know that he's a great character, he's a great lad, and like I say, he'll be disappointed tonight because I think, the punch, he didn't connect with it, and then he's tried to rectify the mistake when Dom could probably have just headed it out. We almost got an inch of his way. I was sitting back briefly, but yeah, listen, that's the life of a goalkeeper, and you get, like I've said, the support from us all.
Yeah,
and we move on together.
Yeah, I mean, what else is he going to say tonight? Honestly, what is he going to say tonight? It wasn't our night. It wasn't our night. And I know, listen, I'm holding back. I really am holding back a lot. And to be fair, Hip Karma said he did make changes to something different. I think they might have been a little too late. But it's just, we are digging ourselves a hole here. We are digging ourselves a hole here. Can we dig ourselves out? Possibly. In this league, anything can happen. Anything can happen in this league. We will beat them at home on the return match. Let's hope so. And in South Wales, old enemies can share a pint around a shared opinion. We are shit. There we go. Parky is going to get a lot of backlash on losing to another Welsh team. The natives will not be happy. No, fair play. He'll take it. Parky will take it. He'll take the wins. He'll take the losses, and he'll take the draws. Fair play to him. And I'm not. I'm doing my best to not go all in tonight because I know that's probably not good for all of us to spiral down. But if I wasn't tired from a 2-hour drive back, it could be different. But maybe that's what tomorrow's show will be. Red card my ass is John Merrill. Shoulder dislocation is about 6 to 12 weeks without surgery and months with surgery. That Lewis O'Brien out until probably late February at best. That's not good. Him, Ryan Hardy, it's not good. That's not good. Let's see what Dobson has to say here.
A disappointing one tonight here at the Swansea.com stadium. Just how do you sum that up at the end of the 90 minutes?
Yeah, obviously heartbreaking in terms of the travelling support, obviously travelling all that way, being a derby and how much it means to everyone. It's obviously a very disappointed dressing room and just feel gutted for Arthur really because he's been outstanding. Since he's coming to the team, he's kept us in games. He's made saves he probably should have made. So, everyone makes mistakes. That's football. That's part of it.
He's a very soft-spoken guy, as he already is, but I like that he's backing up his friend and everything like that. It goes right on and says, we back up Arthur. And he's right. Arthur has kept us in games where he's kept us out of games. And the amount of pressure that puts on us. I mean, can someone go, if you can, I want to go to the last, how many games? Let's go to the last 10 games, okay? And see how many shots Arthur has faced. It's got to be over 200, maybe more, And so, you can't go in. You got to back him. That's the best thing you do tonight. And it's not Arthur's fault. Arthur's fault. Fart. What's wrong with me today? It's not Arthur's fault we lost. Yes, he did make a mistake, but there were 19 other mistakes that happened across the course of that game that led to us losing tonight. So the most obvious one was him dropping the ball. And you could see in the face, and it was right in our face too, because the screen is massive tonight at the Cosm, that Dobson's face just went, oh, when it happened. So I like that he's backing him up. Commentator said no team of the championship faces more shots than Wrexham this season. That's fake. Yeah, I'd love to know that stat. That's probably an easy one to find. Dobson was not great tonight, not terrible either. Dobson is almost he's an anomaly. He does so much yeoman's work. He does so many good things out there. But there's like two things that are just like, oh, Jesus, it's passing to being one. But everything else, is great. I think he's done superb for the team this season with his effort levels, with his tackling, with his breaking up play. But as a collective, as a team, not good. So I think I'm in the mindset of the team tonight too, not going hard in because it's like, we just wasn't our night. It just was not our night. We played like shit. Only problem with the January shopping window, limited selection. May be best to try and get in loan players from the Prem, Liga 1, Serie A, or the Bundesliga. We need Kakache hasn't even basically not even been available, and McLean, McLean's doing all McLean can do. But I think Parkinson's going to change. It's going to change something. I think it's going to be a major change. Watch. I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling.
Game and yeah, he's, as I just said, he's really been fantastic for us. So yeah, just picking him up, and we've got to move on for it as quickly as possible.
From your perspective as well, I'd imagine the blow's almost a little bit bigger given the way you started the game. Really well. It was a very high tempo to that start, and then obviously the goals that you have conceded ultimately have come to cost you in the end.
Yeah, I thought we started.
But John's right. All the goals were shit. Like, not one of the goals was like, oh, it's a great goal. All 3 goals were absolute shit. Dom Heim, you can't blame Dom Heim or AO for that one. It's a deflected goal. Dom it just went off his foot. What's he going to do? So, all the goals were absolute shit.
The game really well. Played forward, played in their half, was winning second balls.
I think we played in our half for 8 minutes? 12 minutes?
Took a lot of ascendancy in the game. And then we probably went a little bit too loose in possession, probably gave it away a little bit too much. Got into half time, and then the second half was similar. It was just a bit careless in possession, and
I feel like we're having the same conversation over and over again too with some of these. And maybe tonight just highlighted how we're doing it the same thing over and over and over again. Being careless with the ball, effort levels, energy levels, all those things. People are talking. I thought Doyle played well. I know it was said, I think on Wrexham time, that he was getting, he was getting blown by. I thought Doyle played well. I thought Thomason actually played well. I think Thomason is doing 3 jobs out there too. He's covering for Maka. He's trying to get forward a little bit too. But I thought Doyle was okay. Max played well tonight too. But Haim. So I don't know. I mean, it just seems disjointed. But I feel like we're having the same conversation over and over again, especially after that we lost. When I hear that, we kind of look confused a little bit. Like, I don't know how this happened. Well, I don't know. Like, okay, it's a hot stove. Don't touch it. I'll touch it, and we keep doing it.
Welsh derby, they're front footed. They're coming at you. If you're that little bit careless, it gains the momentum. And obviously, the goals were fortunate on their behalf, but we know we've got to be better than that. And yeah, just as I alluded earlier, just go for everyone really.
I think everyone can see
he is down. You can tell. Matt White says, according to F Brief, whatever that F Brief, I don't know what the fuck that says. We faced 323 shots with 95 shots on target. Only Sheffield Wednesday have faced more shots on goal. Okay, what are we at? 22 games so far? Is it 22 games? All right, so let me see here. 320. I'm going to do some math. 323 divided by 22. So it's almost 15 shots per match. That's almost on average 15 shots per match they were facing. So 95 divided by 22, 95 divided by 22. That's 4.3. So about 4.5 shots on target a game. Okay, that's not great either. But facing those, total shots, that's a lot of shots. It's a lot of shots. I just did math right there with a calculator. Thought Max was your best player, and that's a loose comment, as there wasn't really anyone who was good. That's interesting too. I turned to our new friend from Wales, we met at the con, and said, sloppy. He agreed, yes. When did we sign Onana? There you go. Thomason was garbage. There we go. 2-footed and right there. Went in 2-footed on him. All right, let's go. Let's see what else Dobson has to say here. Let's get everyone off for a Friday night. Remember, listen, holiday season, enjoy yourselves. Maybe I'm being, I think I'm just tired from the drive, but
the disappointment you face there. But when we look ahead to that next game on Boxing Day, how key is it that in the coming week everyone sort of gets together, groups up, you show them that character and resilience many a time, and works together to make sure you can get a reaction?
What happened to the interview guy? Like, long-winded the last few times. He's just, it's a 4-minute interview.
Boxing Day.
Yeah, well, we're obviously in a little bit of a tough run, not having a win in a few games now, and going into the busiest period of the season with the 8 games in
When is the last game we won? Like, how long ago was that?
10 days, whatever it is. So yeah, we need to stick together as a group of management staff, a whole collective with the fans, and we've got back home games now, and we've really got to stick together, play with momentum and ascendancy, as I said, and try and get some momentum going again as a group to start climbing the table now.
Once you have had that time to reflect on the result, reflect on that disappointment and move on, are you confident you've got those characters within the squad to make sure that when the going gets tough, you pick yourselves up and you put yourself in the right position after Christmas to get going again?
Yeah.
But this is my number one issue right now. That question right there. I really honestly feel like we have better players on the pitch than what's happening out there. I really do. And it's been said twice by 2 players already. We stopped playing. I feel like we are. I know John's going to say the table doesn't lie. I just feel we have better players out there. And sometimes it doesn't click. Maybe it'll click in the next couple of weeks or whatever it is. I'm not saying the gel. We should be gel. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in general, I feel like we have better players out there. And, I don't know why we're not using them to their best ability. That's my number one frustration. And I feel like our defense, our back 3, no matter what it is pretty good. And AO has been fantastic. But I think our midfield and our forwards are not pulling their weight.
We've got some fantastic players in there. Some players have played at the highest level, some unbelievable characters. So it's positions that most, if not all of us, would have been in before. So we know we've got to stick together. It probably helps now having a week to dust ourselves down, reevaluate as a group, and really go into that Boxing Day clash full throttle, ready to get the momentum going again.
Cheers, George.
Not a great time to kick off going into the holiday period with them. So not a great time. But again, take it on the chin tonight. You got to take it on the chin. I'm definitely disappointed on the performance, and then you could tell they are too. As a footballer, as a sportsman, as a guys and gals for that matter that want to get out there, they want to be back on the pitch tomorrow and go and play and right the wrong. And they better, because we're kind of saying the same things over and over again. Effort levels, sloppiness. Well, when are we going to see it? When are we going to see it? I thought that we would see it last game, this game. When are we going to see it? When are we going to see it? Please, will the real Wrexham stand up? If this is it, then this is it. We'll strive through it. We'll go through whatever. I understand how difficult the league is. I get it. But if this is who we are, the nearly team, the dropping points team, we go ahead, we just stop playing. I mean, we shouldn't. That was a crap goal. I mean, we shouldn't. We shouldn't have gone ahead, I don't think. But it is what it is. Stupid question. Hardly going on to say no. Yes, that many shots per game isn't sustainable to be successful. No. Our last win was Bristol City, November 26th, 26 games ago. Think about that. That's a fucking month ago. That was Thanksgiving. That was our last win 6 games ago. Not good. Not good. And that was one of our best outings. Inconsistency right there, too. Currently 15th. Tomorrow, the only game can push us to 16th. West Brom, who plays Hull. Okay. Again, treading water. Again. Parky can't choose the players to put out. Parky can't choose. I don't know what that can't chose the players to put out. I don't know. I agree with what you're saying, Josh. You have a better team than what you're seeing. I just don't agree with you that's anywhere near the top 16. I'm not going to admit it yet, John. I'm not going to admit it yet. I can't give you that one. But anyways, listen, I'll give this one up here too. Skizzy says, the commentator said he dropped it like it's hot, referring to Snoop Dogg. Yeah, Snoop Doggy Dogg. There you go. I think us in Birmingham can still make top 10, 12 playoffs. Is becoming a reach for this both. Well, I think we dug holes for each other. I think we dug, not for each other. I think we've dug holes with the team. Anyways, it's Friday night. It's been a long day. It was not a great performance by Wrexham, but stick together. I hate to say this, it's fucking cliche. We go again. There's nothing we can do about it now. Game's over. We did not perform tonight in any way, shape, or form up to the levels where we need to be to go and win a football match. But doesn't mean that we can't still bounce back. We will pick the bones out of this in the next few days for sure. Saturday's tomorrow. We will probably have a show at some point. I'm sure I will. And then Ring and Rant will be on as well. Shout out to Ken, shout out to Patty and Aaron, everyone doing the other shows. It is not easy to watch stuff like that together and keep the positive attitude. So enjoy your weekend. Headed to, I know it's Hanukkah right now, headed to Christmas. Oh, please be with your family. Enjoy yourself. I'll be in the hospital room. But yeah, it's just one of those years. This is what it is. Life is lifing. But thanks, Josh. Up to town, and we move on. Yes, we move on. And on that bombshell, we'll see y'all soon.